Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Mike. It's about 104 underneath the canopy. So I just got back from Go Pull It. Now, the really cool thing about Mitsubishi is, like most same brand products, a lot of the shit's Legos. There's a whole Kia thing that we could get into along with Hyundai and stuff like that, and it's for a different video, different time. However, so this is the Diamante 6074 3.5 liter upper intake plenum that proved that yes, we can use this to clear the stock hood without any risers, any spacers, anything. This is that lower manifold for it. Now if you look in typical 3000 fashion, you see that the tabs for the fuel rails are angled. Now the kicker to that is the 75 manifold, oh geez, where you can see they're perfectly flat, which boogers up those things. So this is the 75 lower along with the 75 upper. It's all the MIVEC. Now you can see how it's got that big honka chunka right there, lots of volume to help the MIVEC out. Set that right back there. Good manifold. But I was at the Junkyard today, and I noticed that they had a Mitsubishi Galant 3.8 liter non-MIVEC listed way back in the Chrysler section, literally last row in the entire freaking Junkyard. So it was a hike. I'm pretty cooked. But I had a theory. There was also a 6075 MIVEC Eclipse GT in there. It was 07, 08, something like that. And 06 to 12 is the same. So I took the Galant 3.8 liter manifold and went to match it to the 6075 lower manifold, and they are way the heck off, like super off. So I did another video comparison between the Diamante and the MIVEC 6075 manifold. So the port sizing is almost the same in diameter, but all the runners are just closer together. Not a huge deal, right? So we put this. So this is the lower, there's the plenum gasket, obviously. This is the 75 non-MIVEC plenum. Now you can obviously see that these runners are really close together, and when we lay our gasket over, wango tango, there we go. So what that means to me is now I can take this lower. It's not the exact same volume, I don't believe. It might be, but we can use that hopefully. But there is also a chance that it is too tall. So I'm going to pause the video, take the shit up to the workbench, and measure the height and see if this is too tall, and if we're going to have to eliminate these bungs and I would just use my really cool brass pipe plug kit, just drill and tap them MPT, and then thread a couple pipe plugs in there. That way, if in the long run I can use these, sweet. If I can't, well, shit. So let me pause this and we'll go up top. Alright, back to trying to figure stuff out. I put a little piece of rubber hose there to try to prop it up. Now this is the tallest point right here, and that is about 4 3/4, about 4 5/8. Let's see here, half is 4, 5, about 4 3/4 inches, give or take. And that's the overall height with this, the tippity top of this plenum. So let's see where this 75 non-MIVEC sits. Alright, so that is at peak right there, and that is about 5.5 inches to this nipple here, not counting the back one. We're going to just go ahead and eliminate that because that looks like it's completely useless. And there are plenty other things to be able to pull from back here for vacuum ports. And so yeah, so we're at 5.5, so that's 3/4 of an inch taller there. Let's see here. to bring it down to the front. We are about 5 1/4 to right there. And I'm not quite sure how tall it is in the other one. Let's pause to check. Again, this is going to be towards the front of the motor. This is going to be back. As you can see, this has this really nice slope back to the plenum here, which I'm really excited about. However, I'm concerned with the slope of the hood coming forward, that this could potentially cause clearance issues with the front of the hood. Now granted, you know, that's just a bung, whatever, we can hack that off, grind that smooth, not super worried about it. All of these can be traded off for something else. You know, you've got that, like I said, that can go away, that can go away. You can drill and tap those, smooth them out. The really nice thing is you got this giant pipe plug back here. You've also got the EGR bungs down here that we could turn into vacuum ports for inside the plenum. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't ever think about that, but it's entirely possible. Just like you have this nice cast bung here, goes right down into the runner, that could be easily drilled and tapped for an MPT fitting to come off of it. That's where you're going to have your map fitting. That's not going to move. So, yeah, there's that. Exciting. Very exciting. Just a little quick update while we try to not die of heat stroke. So yeah, stay tuned, keep posted, ask questions please. You know, maybe I missed something going over and you're curious to know. Maybe there's a why. You know, don't ever be afraid to ask the why. You know, I'm nobody special. I'm just a guy trying to build a hot rod 3000 GT, putting a bigger motor in it, slapping a couple turbos on it, or maybe one big giant one. I don't know. I just need to get the damn thing running first. So that's that. And again, if you've been following, we're going to be using a stock Montero 3.5 liter ECU harness, and then hopefully be able to tie everything into the stock electronics in the 3000 GT. That's where I got my Montero factory service manuals. You know, whenever you're doing stuff like this, I always highly recommend, if you don't have access to something like AllData or something like that, and even if you don't, I personally enjoy having a paper manual in my hand. That way I can flip through and go, oh, that's where that is. Oh, that's where that is. Or if you have to take it and unfurl like 6 feet of wiring diagram, you can literally sit there and go, it go this way to there. It's just easy that way. But again, that's me, not you. If it's you, hell yeah. But yeah, stay tuned, more to come. I'm going to hopefully have that bolted to the lower, that lower put back on the motor, which is out there in the absolutely blazing ass hot heat. And then hopefully I'll be able to have my headers tacked up next day or so. Probably going to build a cart to be able to roll that around, and then get it back in the car, fab up the exhaust. Sorry, sleepy. Fab up the downpipes going back. I'm going to try to run 3-inch all the way back, and then going to delete the muffler. Going to have custom 2 1/4 coming off of that. So it's going to go 2 1/4 coming down from each header bank, merging into a 3-inch all the way back, which is just like a 6-foot piece of pipe, and then split Y out, and then 2 1/4, and then back to the stock tips. So it looks stock, but it's not. Yeah. But again, normal YouTuber stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, share. If I've missed anything, or if I'm wrong, or if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate everybody for stopping by, taking a quick gander, and we're in this together. Later, dudes.